I once got my head stuck in a set of railings whilst trying to show my kids how I once got my head stuck in a set of railings.
True. David's team.
Yes, true, I think.
Just true. Just true.
Where were the railings?
Which time do you mean?
The second time.
The reenactment was at my house, the railings at the front of my house.
And you said to your children, these railings bring back memories of when...
Well, they're very... that's how it started. I said, they look very similar to the railings I had as a child. I said, have I ever told you the story of the time I got my head stuck in the railings? They said, no, Father, do tell. And I tried to paint the picture with words. And as you know, I'm not great at that. So in the end, I just got frustrated. It's not that hard to follow. Look, I'll just show you. Come here.
And where did the original incident take place? The railing incident?
Should we call it Railings 1? The 70s railings.
Yeah.
The 70s railings happened in my hometown.
What happened? So you're stuck?
Well, the first incident ended with the fire brigade being involved.
Yeah.
And where were the railings? They were in your hometown, but where specifically?
Railings 1, they were also in my house.
On the front garden of your house?
Yes, yes. We tried it in the upstairs bathroom, but they didn't look nice.
Railings 1.
We were struggling to get out of the bath. These are...
Railings 1, the fire brigade was called.
Yes, correct.
And what did they do?
They had to saw one of the railings.
Yeah.
What age were you for Railings 1?
I was about 9.
So this is a very scary occurrence for a child of 9. How did you react? Were there little tears?
There was little tears, yeah. Oh, Mother, my head is stuck in the rails, I said, vocally. I'll never forget, she came out with a glass of wine and a cigarette and laughed for about 25 minutes.
And how were you extricated after Railings 2?
Yes.
That means how did they get you out of the railings?
We tried all sorts of different systems. The kids started off with Lurpak.
How far apart are the railings?
Oh, about 40 years.
I mean Railings 2.
Railings 2.
What about the size of his head, obviously?
Well...
Yeah.
Otherwise he wouldn't be stuck, would he?
I know.
I can tell you
this far apart.
Did you not think that your bonce was going to get stuck in there?
So I thought what would happen is I'd go in and it'd be a tight squeeze to get them out, but I'd still get it out. But I'd still have sort of proved my point that it's tighter to get it out than it is to put it in.
So did the fire... What happened next?
So my head's in the railings.
They've tried butter.
Railings 2.
Railings 2. Railings 1, fire brigade. It's over.
It's finished.
They've sawed through one of the things, they bent it apart a bit, you got out. Fine.
Yeah. Well, there's more to it than that.
What more?
Well, it's a long story. My mum fell in love with one of them and left my father.
Okay.
That's a whole different episode.
Railings 2,
Yeah.
they tried butter.
Yes. They tried butter. They tried olive oil. I'm talking about the second incident, not my mum and the fireman.
Yeah.
What did they try? They tried olive oil, they tried butter, they tried soap. They tried an array of lubricants I have in my house.
So at this point, on either side of your head, there's quite a clot of slippy goose.
I'm not going to pretend it was a nice image, because it wasn't.
Yeah.
Especially given that my backside was facing the road. And particularly that I was stupid I was only in my boxer shorts.
You in your boxer
Because I thought this will take a second. No one passes by my house.
It'll only take a second, so I'll take my trousers off first.
Did you get scared?
I was apprehensive.
Right.
That someone would phone the fire brigade and an old wizened fireman would turn up and say...
I remember you.
You've done it again, haven't you?
How did you get out? What worked in the
I'll
end?
tell you what worked in the end. Brute force.
What are you saying, truth or lie?
I think lie.
I think go with your heart.
Yeah.
OK, lie.
David's team is saying it's a lie. Lee, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It's a lie.
Possession.
Ah, right. There's a box under your desk. Now then, take the item out first. Lift the box onto the desk. Right, now take the item out of the box.
Thank you. Got it.
And now,
Yeah.
read the card.
Last Christmas, My brother bought me this iPad. I've never turned it on, but I have used it to kill a wasp and carry 3 mugs of hot chocolate.
Please, team.
Right.
Who are the mugs of hot chocolate for? Go.
Sorry?
Who are the mugs of hot chocolate for? Say them now, without thinking.
Too much pressure. I don't know 3 people. It's a lie.
Who were they for, David?
They were for my wife, for me, and for my mother.
Where were you taking them to?
I was taking them from the hot chocolate making room to the hot chocolate consumptorium.
Kitchen to living room?
Yes, that's it.
Did you kill the wasp with the glass side or the non-glass side?
The non-glass side.
OK.
How hard did you hit it?
Well, it's dead. It wasn't like a great sweeping, smash.
Was it mid-air?
It was more of a sort of a press and lean. I lulled it into a false sense of security with my terrified whimpers. And then at a certain point it settled on a flattish surface, and then I went in with the press and lean.
If you kill a wasp, you don't slowly press it like a psychopath. He only said that he does the push and press because he knew that there wasn't any dints on it.
No. I'm not saying I gradually... As soon as I was pressing, I pressed quickly. I didn't want to extend its suffering. I wasn't whispering stories about, do you find the room is getting smaller, Mr. Ross? I'm sure you must be imagining it. Finding your little antennae are getting a bit cramped. Oh, what next? Try and move a wing. Oh, you can't.
It's time to take a guess.
You say it's a...
Lie.
You say it's a lie?
It is a lie.
Okay. You say it's a lie. David, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling a lie.
I was genuinely invited to Harry and Meghan's wedding today, but I said no because I had to come here and do this.
David's team.
Why were you invited?
Well, that, David, is as much of a shock to me as it is to you. I'm on the telly.
For example, Prince Harry or Meghan Markle?
Well, I've met Prince Harry and he was very nice and he did say that he was a fan of this show. So he's definitely seen me because I'm on this show.
If this is true, it's a bit of a blow to me and Rob. Because... I wasn't invited. Maybe Rob was as well.
I really can't say.
I think we know if Rob was invited, he would be able to say.
Well, this is interesting, because I want to know if you were invited, because as soon as I got the invite, I met Prince Harry, and I know he's a fan of the show, so I immediately assumed that you two had been invited as well. Yeah. So I went to phone you, and I phoned you first, and I put the phone down, because I didn't want to ask in case you hadn't been invited. I thought it wouldn't be a good idea.
Yes, it would be a horrible thing to let slip, wouldn't it?
Yes.
If you'd been invited, it would be a horrible thing to do to someone under any circumstances, even if it wasn't in public.
So you think he's going, OK, George Clooney, David Beckham, Oprah Winfrey, Lee.
He didn't even know my surname.
I should point out to people watching at home that it is the royal wedding day today. Yeah. As we record this, it happened today, didn't it?
And it was a lovely wedding as well.
Look, it brought people together, didn't it? And you know what I'm glad about? Yeah. I'm glad he wasn't there.
Yes.
Did it come through the post?
It went through my agent.
So it was more like a booking. Were they expecting you to do some of your silly humour or something?
Did you have a +1 as well?
Yes, I did.
And so your wife was happy for you to come and do this instead of going to the royal wedding?
Well, actually, my wife couldn't go anyway. So that was the other problem as well. And then I thought, well, who would I take? And I did actually think of one of you two. I thought that's going to be more awkward. So I immediately... But then I thought maybe it's not awkward. If David's been invited, as I suspected, and Rob hasn't, I'll take Rob. And then we're all going. There was a lot of social etiquette. I was a mess.
That is the other question. Why didn't... Because the wedding finished...
Well, this is the irritating thing.
1.
Yes,
and then there was a lunch.
I got the invite that said the wedding is going to be at 12 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And I thought in my head no one would say 12 o'clock, meaning that's when the wedding is. That would mean, you know, you turn up at 12 o'clock and then you go through all the rigmarole of security, blah, 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 and actually the wedding's going to be about 2. Then you've got the actual ceremony, then you've got the meal. I wasn't going to get here because...
Yes, it's like when you buy theatre tickets. The time is just when they think you should leave home.
Look, lads, I appreciate you're angry.
Yeah. Very angry.
I didn't write the invites.
Very angry and very hurt and very bruised, whether this is true or not. That's the terrible thing, because my thought processes have gone down the lines of it being true, and it feels like I've been through it emotionally, even if I haven't.
OK, time to decide.
Well, I think it's unlikely. I'd love it to be true, but I think it's unlikely.
I wouldn't.
This has been one of the most psychologically damaging thought experiments I've ever gone through. And so I couldn't... I don't think I could pronounce the words, I think this is true. Oh, I just did. You think it's true? We're going to say lie?
I think lie.
Lie, we're going to say lie.
I've a horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach that it's true. It's like waiting with a specialist for a result.
Yeah. Ironically, if this is true, when that moment comes for both of us, it'll just be a mercy.
So, Lee, tell us. They think it's a lie. I pray it's a lie.
It is, in fact, true.
Well, I hope that's the last question of the evening.
Well,
how did you
thank
keep
you
that
for
secret?
watching. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for watching.
Oh, actually, there's something else as well. Sorry, I've got to tell you this as well, which is quite important. This is a true story as well. I was lying. Look at the smile on his little face. Look at his little happy face.
You're OK. It's all right. It's all right. Yes. Praise be, it was a lie. Of course it was a lie. Lee wasn't invited, of course he wasn't, to Harry and Meghan's wedding.
Do you know what I think? I think the producers of this show are just trying to turn us against each other.
They're doing a good job.
I can walk from my house to the corner shop on only one gulp of air. And regularly do so just for fun.
These two.
How far's the corner shop from your house, David?
4 miles. No, it's I mean, it's yards.
And when do you take the gulp?
Earlier that day.
Is it before the moat or after the moat?
It's as I clear
as
the drawbridge.
As the drawbridge has landed, and you've stepped off the drawbridge.
Absolutely.
Approximately how many houses are there from you and the corner
To the corner shop, I think 25. But these are just estate workers' cottages. But so and pass them very, very quickly.
Why did you go to the shop and think, I'll take a gulp of air and hold your breath till you get there?
It started on a day where I had a problem with serial hiccups. One way of getting rid of hiccups is to hold your breath, but I was also going to the shop, and I was trying to hold my breath as long as possible.
And is it not an awkward moment when one of your neighbours passes you and says, "Morning, David," and you go, "Morning"?
Yes, and on occasion I have given up on the holding the breath in order to greet someone and seem like a normal human.
I don't you demonstrate it for us?
You want me to walk back and forth across the set holding my breath?
Yes.
And that, in your view, would achieve something? I won't be able to talk you through it, of course.
No, of course not. We will observe you.
Which is one of the many reasons this is such an ill-fated idea.
Shall we be your wife and child?
Well, they're at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, or you could be a grandfather clock and a piano. You're not part of this.
OK, so you're saying goodbye to Lucy, your lovely wife, and your boy who shot up Dion. All right, off you go. You're heading to the corner shop.
Farewell, beloved family, for I must go to the shop.
See you, Dad.
Yeah.
All right, you get to the front gate.
Morning, David. Why did you never talk to me?
I'm stuck here with a baby and you're parading around the street.
Your flies are undone.
Debbie said my flies are undone, and I just exhaled and went, are they? So, the experiment is completely ruined. My flies.
So, what are you going to say, Lee?
I
don't believe in the shop.
No.
What?
I'm imagining that David lives in the countryside somewhere.
Yeah.
No, I've been to David's house. It's a ghetto. The bit he's missing out is that when he gets to the shop, all his crew are hanging around outside. Yeah. Doing your graffiti again. Can I play?
I don't think it's true.
I don't think so.
Well, I'll go with my team and say that's not true.
You're going to say it's a lie. David, truth or lie?
Well, it is a lie.
Yeah.
Hey.
Ooh, possession.
Now, take a look. There's a box under your desk. Place the item from the box on top of the desk first, and then read out the card. Thank you.
This is my lucky dice. I can always roll a 6 with it in 3 goes.
David.
Yeah!
Well, yeah, go on then.
Do you want to know how I came to discover this?
Yes, please.
Just found it in a box.
How long have you had it?
I've had it for about 20 years. Oh, the dice. I thought you meant my syphilis.
Where did you get it?
I got it from a woman in Highgate.
I meant the syphilis.
Sorry. I paid for it, $4.99.
Who meant the dice?
Full of spots.
When did you first discover that you had that these dice or die were indeed lucky?
I was walking the back streets of Hong Kong.
Yes.
I'm down this dark alley.
Right.
There's a weird shop staying open late. I go in, a small bell rings, and a small Chinese man was there. Hang on, this is Gremlins, forget this. I got it from Hamleys.
Give us some examples of when you've used this lucky dice.
Well, I've used it. It helped me get together with my first girlfriend.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah, that was her name. It wasn't a real name. It was Janet.
Janet. It helped you get together with Janet.
It helped me get together with Janet, my first girlfriend, because she was a big fan of magic.
Right.
And I said, oh, I can do a magic trick. And she said, what's that? I said, see this dice? I can guarantee, at any point I can roll it 3 times, and I will always get a 6.
And how many times did you do it before Janet said, I love you?
She never expressed her love for me. But after I rolled it once, we slept together.
Well, maybe we should put this lucky dice to the test. Now, to get a proper view, why don't you could come out and use this bit of stage here. You'd be like one of those New York crap shooters from Guys and Dolls.
I mean, when would you like me to get it? Straight away, or would that just ruin it? I think a bit of tension for the last roll.
Bit of tension, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
make it
never
number
gone
3.
wrong in 20 years. I swallowed it. There's the first one. What is it, madam? 5. Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry. Awkward. It's Janet!
So, there's no worries. You've got 2 left.
OK. Here we go. I mean, be honest. It's pretty gripping, isn't it? It's actually pretty gripping stuff, isn't it? Here we go.
Well, people watched Deal or No Deal, didn't they?
Attempt number 2. Here we go. It's 3. So you're sticking to your promise of waiting for the 3rd roll. Where are you going?
Have a little sit down. So, what do we think? Is it true or is it...
You have to follow through on your promises. Right, here we go.
Come on.
Here we go.
Let me say that I personally am convinced that Lee is telling a lie, but that nevertheless he will now roll a 6.
Here he goes. Lee Mack, 3rd roll. Got to be a 6. It's rolling.
What do you think?
So what numbers did I get? Can anyone remember?
5, 3 and 2.
So they don't add up to 6 either, do they?
What do you think?
Can I just check? Is this definitely the dice I brought in?
I've got an idea. We can make this work by just retake Lee reading the card, and he says, "This is my dice. It occasionally rolls a 6."
So, what are you going to say then, Johnny?
Lie.
Lie. Lee, truth or lie?
It was a lie.
Last year, at a village fête, I won a welly boot throwing competition and appeared in the local paper with the caption, "Fling the Merciless."
Lee's team.
Was this in your hometown?
No.
Well...
All right, OK.
Had you cut a ribbon? Had you opened the fête?
No, I wasn't there in an official capacity.
Because I'd be disappointed, and I don't mean this in a horrible way.
Yeah.
If you were the celebrity that was opening the fête. I'm sorry, but there it is.
No, yes, no, I know you would be disappointed because you'd want the gig yourself.
What was the weather like?
Here we go.
It was fine. It was fine as in fine, not fine as in fine.
Weather.
Yeah.
OK. How far did you throw it?
I mean, a long way. I'm not an expert on distance, but it would have to be... I suppose it felt like it was about 2 miles.
OK, let me say that from me to you...
Yeah.
Right, I don't want to sound like the Chuckle Brothers, but from me to you is a unit of measurement.
OK.
The Chuckle Brothers being referenced for ages.
Yeah, all right, I don't do the modern stuff.
Yeah. You have just proved that you don't watch this programme.
The distance between me and you is 1 unit of measurement.
OK.
How many Mitchell Macks was it that you threw?
I think... Well, it was a good throw. I'd say 3. 3 to 3.5 Mitchell Macks.
Go on, Mikey! Knuckle in. That's powerful.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah.
Thomas, what are you thinking?
I think it's a lie. I'm not quite sure why I think it's a lie. I just think he's lying.
You probably think of Wellington's a grown-up sandal. So.
So, Lee, are you going to go with your team?
We're both saying it's a lie, are you?
Yeah.
Well, we have to go with
You
the
have
team.
to go with them. They're saying it's a lie. David, truth or lie?
Well, it is a lie.
I once refused to help a hang glider who had become tangled in a tree because 2 hours earlier he had been rude to me in a car park.
David's team.
I love it. How high up in the tree was he?
He was about 2/3 of the way up of the tree. You probably want to know the height of the tree, don't you?
Yes, please.
The height of the tree was about how high he was plus a third.
So he wasn't 2/3 about the tree, he was 3/4.
He was...
If he was 2/3 about the tree, then the height of the tree was how high he was plus a half.
That is a fair point, isn't it?
He's made you look an idiot.
Yeah.
Where was the car park?
The car park was just near a cliff.
Right, yeah.
What was the altercation that you had with him?
He took the last space that I considered my space. Because I got to the space in the car park, and I did that thing where I was waiting with my hazard lights on.
Yeah.
Well, he came around the corner, and just as the person pulled out, he pulled straight into the space. I got out the car, I would say menacingly. I approached his car. He got out the car, bigger. And I said, forget it then, you know. That's your attitude.
So did he get his equipment out then?
No. He'd already belittled me enough.
Where was this tree? What were you doing when you came across this tree with him in it?
I was just going for a stroll with my wife.
And you heard a noise. Did you hear him or see him first?
I heard him first.
You heard him. What was the sound that you heard? You're talking to your
can you
wife.
imagine a kite hitting a tree, times that by 50, and then add a human? That is what it sounded like. Obviously, I took the smart-ass approach and I went, "Oi, think you'll find I was going to park there?"
What did he say?
He went, "Help! Can you... help!" And I couldn't see him at first, because it was just a sort of mess of tree and hang glider and...
what sort of tree was it, Lee?
It was a big one.
No, trees have names, don't they?
Brian,
was it an
the big
oak
tree.
or a birch or an ash? A species of tree.
I'm going to go for oak.
But was it an oak?
No. Look, I'm walking along with my wife. Ba 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 ba. Crash! Pow! Wow! Is that an oak? That's not how conversations go, is it? You're going, there's a man in a tree fighting for his life.
A man in a tree shouting, "Help! Help!
Help!
Me! Help!"
I'm stuck in an oak, I think.
And what did you say to him as he shouted, "Help"?
That's not an oak. You're confusing me now. When I have to relay this on Would I Lie to You, I'll get all confused. And it's your fault. I don't know. I think it might be a sycamore. Can you just help me?
Sycamore?
Yeah, when he fell out, he went like that all the way down.
And what did your wife have to say about this?
My wife said, "We must help him." And I said, "I refuse. I absolutely refuse."
And she just went along with that?
Nope. She climbed that tree.
Yeah.
She climbed that tree.
With her bare hands?
No, she got human hands. She climbed that tree, and luckily she had some nail scissors, and she slowly started cutting at the many bits of tangled up bits around him, until eventually she managed to help him get down.
The hang glider had strings like a parachute.
Sounds like a parachute, doesn't it?
I should point out, I'd walked away, and this is just the story that my wife recounted.
And then when did you next see your wife?
I still haven't seen her since.
So what did she...
He was a very good-looking Spanish guy, apparently.
All right. Super. Well, this is definitely true. Believe this?
No.
A lie? Yeah. No, I think we think it's a lie because of... We think it's a lie because of what he said.
Lee, was it the truth or was it a lie?
Of course it was a lie.